So we're kind of a big deal. It's unbelievable. People are going to start calling you the next Michael Jordan.
Yo, prospecting for that cardboard gold, busting packs, racking stacks, and letting breaks unfold. On assignment to unearth all the diamonds and such, all the parallels of prison before we run out of luck. Blue chip stocks like precious metal gems and hollows, base purple seal explosion lights, camera auto. Yo, the moral of the story is keep it real and enjoy. Now kick back and relax as box breaks with your boy. Yeah.
Episode 7 of Box Breaks with your boy, and we're still coming to you from Baguio City. This is part 2 of our Throwback series. In part 1, we did the few Jordans that I had and the rookies from 96, 97, 98. And here in part 2, please join me as I stroll down memory lane and show you my very humble Grant Hill collection. Now guys, before we continue, I'd like to say thank you again for tuning in and subscribing. And well, if you haven't already, please subscribe. But yeah, man, apart from that, I'd really like to thank you for joining me as I go down memory lane, man. It's always such a treat to, revisit these old cards because they just remind me of a great time, man. Being a kid and not really caring about much, all you have to do is homework, eat your vegetables, that sort of thing. So yeah, without further ado, man, check this out. These are old, man. These are what does it say here? 95, 96. Damn, son. But yeah, it's great to have these. I'm so glad that, they're still around. They didn't get thrown out or, they didn't get stolen, thank God. But yeah, these are cool. Oh, man. This would be cool to have if it were in better condition. But yep, look at that. Gem mint. Oh, yeah. Pristine. That's gonna score a 10 for sure. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter what state these cards are in. Like I said, man, it's these cards aren't destined to be graded, and they just represent the time in my life when, the card collecting hobby was at its purest, I think. I just wanted to collect Grant Hill, man. Grant Hill was so cool. So yeah, why Grant Hill anyway? Well, it's because if you grew up in that era and watched basketball, at least in that mid-90s to late 90s period, Grant Hill was the man. Everyone was saying he was the next Jordan. I mean, the heir apparent, basically. And you couldn't deny it, man. The guy was eating up defenses, slashing to the rim with ease. He had finesse, but he also had strength. He had speed. It was so electrifying to watch, man. And, as a kid, you think you don't want to be judged, basically. And when you collect Jordan, everyone had this card at one point, right? Earthshakers. Oh, and I really wanted those shoes too. Too expensive though, man. Be cool if we had a throwback of these Filas, man. Where was I? Anyway, yeah, back then, as a kid, you'd be, afraid to be judged on who you collect. And some snotty ass kid say, "Oh, so who do you collect, man?" And you say Jordan, say for example. You'd be like, "Oh, that's so easy. Where are you collecting Jordan? There's no challenge in that." And, I kind of took that to heart, I guess, because I wanted to be a little bit different. I wanted to collect the guy who, everyone said was going to be the next Jordan, but wasn't quite Jordan yet. And that's this guy. That's Grant Hill, man. And, basically, I didn't get to see Jordan in the 80s when he was a high-flying acrobat. Jordan came to my sort of line of sight in the mid-90s to the late 90s. And at that stage of his career, Jordan was, he was the perfect jump shooter, had the turnaround fadeaway down pat, and he was more methodical. He was more scientific in his approach. But Grant Hill, man, Grant Hill was must-watch TV, must-watch basketball, because he was so exciting, dunking over everyone, stealing, playing defense, being an offensive monster. So yeah, Grant Hill really like spoke to that part of my youth where I wanted to be excited. And it was exciting to see Jordan win, but it was exciting to see Grant Hill do his thing when he was, young and in his prime. So it was so cool to watch Grant Hill do Grant Hill things, basically. And so yeah, I mean, aside from having that and you know being influenced by that perspective, um Grant Hill was also, someone who my brother and his friends sort of idolized. Like, not just his game, but the style he brought, his filas, the jackets, the shoes, and then he was even going out with Tamiya. So, it was he was like the man, Everyone wanted to be Grant Hill. And, if my brother and his friends wanted to be Grant Hill and I wanted to be my brother and his friends, and shit, man, I wanted to be Grant Hill too. And so that's why Grant Hill was such a big part of my collecting back in the day. Oh man. See, this is how big Grant Hill was, man. They made a subset completely dedicated to Grant Hill. It's got his name on the freaking card, and it's a whole series of these cards. Chill with Hill, right? There we go. Chill with Hill. I didn't collect it all, but I'm glad to have a few of these. If anyone has the whole Chill with Hill set, hook a brother up, man. Let me know. Maybe we can strike up a deal. Be still cool to collect Grant Hill up to now, right? I mean, like his career didn't materialize the way a lot of experts expected it to, but nonetheless, man, he represented a very, very important time in basketball. I mean, in the 90s, basketball started to become interesting again for everyone and on a more global stage. So he was part of that initial crop of players that brought basketball to a bigger stage, the global stage. What we have here, and part of that, like, say, for example, here, part of that was him being part of USA Basketball, and like here, there's a whole set of cards of Grant Hill for USA Basketball, and yeah, man, dude was an ambassador. There's a rookie card here. Is this a rookie card? 90, no, not a rookie card. I don't even remember what was in here, man. I might have given this away for a gift or traded it away. I don't even remember. But here we come to my favorite cards. These ones. These are my favorite Grant Hill cards, and I am almost certain I'm the only one who has these cards. And if you'll indulge me once again, we will have a little bit of story time. So if you didn't know, your boy, at one point in my life, I was a journalist for the Star, and one of my assignments was to cover Grant Hill's Fila Asia tour. And at the time I was based in Baguio, but the second that my editor said, "Hey, Grant Hill's gonna be here," like, I'm skipping school, man. I'm going to Manila and give a shit. I'm gonna meet Grant Hill, man. So I packed my bags. I brought all the cards that I could, at least the ones that I felt like would be worth signing. So there's a rookie card here, first year phenom, nice flair. This isn't a rookie card or anything, but it's cool. And the SPX. So these were all signed on card autos by Grant Hill, my idol. And the crown jewel of my Grant Hill collection is this, signed by the man himself. On what day was this? This was on August 12, 2000. Wild. Yeah, this was the press release and the itinerary. How nuts is this, right? Yeah, I kept it all, man. So, if you guys don't know, back in the day, we had these things called press releases, and they were printed on these things called paper, and we used to write our articles based on these press releases. And also, because we didn't have digital cameras back in the day, the press kit came with pictures that would be used in the newspaper, for manual layout. So that's baby Grant Hill. This is all part of the press kit, by the way. This is Grant Hill arriving at Naiya. This is Grant Hill and some people from probably Intercon. This is Grant Hill with a Fila Fila Sando. Oh, we saw that already. Yep. And yup. So yeah, Grant Hill, man. Grant Hill was the man. Grant Hill was my guy. And well, like I said, his career didn't really materialize the way everyone thought it would. I mean, his injuries, setbacks, all that stuff. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? But do I regard this collection a bust or anything? Hell no. Do I need to explain myself? Hell no. I just think it's cool. And so, that's what it really all boils down to. If you like something, do it. Who gives a crap what everyone else thinks? Just keep it real, man. Right? That's what matters. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for the appreciation. I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace.